Sometimes a disputed domain name tricks internet users into believing that they have encountered a security issue and encourages them to contact a fake Windows support phone number. At other times, the same domain name redirects users to a department store. And at other times, the domain name redirects visitors to a website for the obviously intended trademark owner. So what's going on here? These are all real-life examples of how one domain name was being used shortly after the trademark owner, Dominion Energy, won a decision under the UDRP, the Uniform Domain Name Dispute Resolution Policy. Dominion Energy, according to the UDRP decision, is a Fortune 500 company that was established in 1909 and serves nearly 7 million customers in the United States. Its primary website uses the domain name dominionenergy.com, where it provides customers with online access to pay their bills, report outages, and learn about ways to save energy. The disputed domain name in this case was dominionenergyc.com, identical to Dominion Energy's own domain name with the exception of one additional letter, a C, at the end of it. Now, this was not a complicated case under the UDRP, with Dominion Energy easily able to establish all three parts of the UDRP's test. First, that the dominionenergyc.com domain name was confusingly similar to the Dominion Energy trademark, the oldest of which was registered in 1997, 24 years before the disputed domain name was created. Second, that the registrant of the domain name, a well-known cybersquatter who has lost hundreds of UDRP decisions, had no rights or legitimate interests in the domain name. And third, that the domain name was registered and used in bad faith. In fact, the manner in which the dominionenergyc.com domain name was being used is something I've started to see with increasing frequency in UDRP complaints that I file for my clients. As I showed at the outset, the domain name redirects visitors to a variety of different websites, not only the ones I showed before, but also at times to a web page encouraging users to download a suspicious browser extension, at other times to a survey website promising prizes in exchange for answering questions, and at other times to a page trying to trick users into allowing unwanted changes to their browsers. Now, in its UDRP case, Dominion Energy said that the domain name registrant had used it to, quote, dupe users to enter personally identifiable information as part of an illegitimate and deceptive scheme, close quote. In fact, here's what the decision says about how the domain name was being used. The disputed domain name continually redirecting to different websites suggests that the respondent is using the disputed domain name for an unlawful purpose, such as phishing for personal information. Complainant submits that this is further evidence because complainant has contacted one of the companies, Michael Kors, to whose website the disputed domain name has recently resolved, and was informed that there is no affiliation between the disputed domain name and that organization. Now, I've seen the exact same things in my practice, with cybersquatters using domain names to redirect to a variety of other websites, some of which are for legitimate companies. My best guess is that while these other companies play no active role in the process, they participate in affiliate programs that reward third parties, such as cybersquatters, for directing web traffic in their direction. And although participation in these affiliate programs may explicitly forbid this type of activity, plenty of cybersquatters are happy to ignore the rules and simply profit for as long as they are able to get away with it. But fortunately for trademark owners, cybersquatters really only get away with this tactic until a UDRP or other domain name dispute complaint is filed, because panels like the one in the Dominion Energy case seem to understand exactly what's going on despite the games being played. In this case, here's just part of what the panel wrote. Complainant is to be commended for taking the step to inquire of the third party, Michael Kors, to whose website the disputed domain name has on occasion resolved, to inquire if there is any relationship between respondent and the third party. The third party's confirmation that it has no relationship with respondent has greatly strengthened its case, and this panel accepts complainant's submission that the disputed domain name was registered and is being used in bad faith. And now here's one very practical pointer. Is you can tell from the videos I've included here, redirection of a website is easy to understand when you can literally see what's going on. But the UDRP service providers generally don't accept videos. For example, at the forum where Dominion Energy filed its UDRP complaint, submissions are generally limited to PDF, Word, and other types of text documents, images, spreadsheets, and web pages. So that's why it's important to describe and document exactly what has occurred, and even consider submitting a link to a relevant video, which the panel will have discretion to view in reaching its UDRP decision. If you want to learn more about the UDRP, please check out my masterclass on domain name disputes, as well as other resources on my GigaLaw website. And be sure to subscribe to the GigaLaw YouTube channel to be notified of future videos discussing other internet legal issues. Thanks for watching, and see you next time online.